Hello everybody, it's Ezra time again and welcome back to another reaction videos. And today I'm gonna be reacting to Ready Player One pitch meeting. So this was it's actually requested by a guy named Ko in the comment section that he said that maybe like Ready Player One pitch meeting next. And I was like, well, yeah, I think I can do that. um, and I did watch Ready Player once, just once in the theater because I thought that it was a fun movie, but I don't know if I call it like a great movie. It was a fun movie. It was pretty enjoyable movie, but it's probably not gonna be like the best movie out there. And pretty much when I first watched it, I was like, okay, fine, that's great, but the next day I just kind of forgot that, which is probably a sign that there was not a great movie. But I don't know. I just think that the movie is still fun. It's still enjoyable. It's really pop culture and all that kind of stuff, which is probably one of the highlight of the movie, which I think everybody can agree on that. And I think everybody who's seen Ready Player One, I think we all can agree that it's all about pop culture's movie. Basically, it's just full of pop culture, and basically what kind of drive the movie and kind of make the movie interesting. You get to see your favorite characters or favorite scene or something like that, which is pretty cool, I guess, in a way. So yeah, this is Ready Player One Peace Meaning by once again RyanGeorge, our fellow friend here. And again, I really can't wait to see what he has to say about Ready Player One. I'm assuming he's gonna criticize, I guess, a little bit about the pop culture because that's what people are saying when they watch this movie. It's all about like, oh, this movie is all about, reference about pop culture and all that kind of stuff. Which, yeah, technically it is, and I can agree on that. So, but yeah, and without further ado, let's just start the video, shall we?
So, you have a movie for me? Yes, sir, I do. It's called Ready Player One, and it's based on a book about a VR game. Oh, a little part of that sentence was boring. You're starting to lose me. The book part? Blech. Well, don't worry. It's absolutely packed with pop culture references. Oh, thank God. I was like, what is this, school? Yeah, and actually, whenever I feel like I might be losing people, I throw in a pop culture reference to distract them. Is that actually gonna work? Because it feels like at a certain point, it's just gonna become clear that remember Freddy Krueger? Oh, yeah, I remember Freddy Krueger. That's awesome. Well, he's gonna be in here. Oh, pop culture references are tight. What was I saying? I don't know.
Tight.
Oh well. Anyway, so the movie takes place in the future and everybody plays this big VR game called the Oasis. Okay. And one of the game's creators, Halliday, died and hid 3 Easter eggs in it. And the first person to find them all gets to run the whole game. Pretty reckless thing to do with your company. Super reckless, and the main guy, Wade, wants to find all the Easter eggs before this corporation, IOI, does. Oh, tell me more about IOI. Oh, well, the head of IOI is this guy, Nolan Sorrento, and all he cares about is money. Oh, I like this guy. Oh, well, no, actually, he's the bad guy. How so? He wants to run the Oasis so he can fill it up with advertisements and product placements. He's a bad guy because he wants to include product placements? Pretty evil, right? You do realize we're gonna have a bunch of product placements in this very movie, right? Yeah, it's okay when we do it. Oh, okay, good. So if IOI are the bad guys because they want to use the Oasis to make money, does that mean that the Oasis currently doesn't make money? Oh, no, it definitely does. It makes trillions of dollars. So why is it bad for IOI to want to use the Oasis to make a profit if the Oasis is already making a profit off of people?
Yeah.
Hey, you know Batman? Oh yeah, I know Batman. Why? What's up with Batman?
Yeah,
We're gonna
see
reference
what I mean?
Batman in this movie. Oh, that's amazing. Batman is tight.
Batman.
What was I talking about? No idea. Oh, okay. So how do people actually play this VR game? Inconsistently. What? Yeah, some people play it on a treadmill, some people just sit in chairs, other people run around in the streets blindly. Oh. Also, sometimes they'll get flipped upside down, other times you could do karate kicks, I don't know. Feels like we should have some consistency with how the game actually works. Oh, but I don't wanna. Oh, okay, never mind. So anyway, people have been stuck on this race challenge for like 5 years trying to find the first key. Okay. And Wade's gonna figure out that there's a secret passage in the race if you just go backwards. You're telling me that in 5 years no one ever tried to go backwards? Yeah. Aren't gamers notorious for digging through video game levels and searching everywhere for hidden details and passages? They are. And in 5 years nobody has tried going backwards. That's what we're going with. So now Wade has his character's name up on this big scoreboard. Oh, why is there a scoreboard? To keep track of the score. What score, though? Isn't it just a matter of finding the keys first? Yes, and then Wade becomes famous and buys himself a cool new suit. In the game? No, in the real world. What? Yeah, and this new suit lets him feel everything. Like, he can feel pain now. Why would you want to feel pain? That's a massive disadvantage. Well, the bad guy has one, too. At a certain point, he's gonna get kicked in the balls. His suit lets him virtually get kicked in the balls and feel the pain in real life. It does. So anyway, we're also gonna have Wade fall in love with another Easter egg hunter named Olivia. Oh, why did they fall in love? Because they're they're the main characters. Gotcha. And we're gonna have this cool scene
Yeah,
where Wade
pretty
and Olivia are dancing, and IOI busts in and starts shooting at them, and they have to try to not be killed. So this happens in the real world then? No, this is in the Oasis. So couldn't they just remove their VR masks and not be in danger anymore? Yeah, but they're not going to. Why not? Because it's an action scene. But they don't have to be in danger at all. They can just unplug. Hey, you know The Shining? Yeah, I know The Shining. We're gonna show a bunch of stuff from The Shining in this
Shining.
movie. Wow, I love it. Anyway, so in the real world, Olivia's gonna have Wade brought over to where she lives, and she's gonna be like, welcome to the rebellion. Oh, tell me more about the rebellion. I can't, that's the last time we reference it. Oh. And then Olivia's gonna get captured by IOI and put in a little prison pod thing. Uh-oh. Yeah, so Wade and his friends are like, first things first, we need to go save Olivia, then we need to get the last key before IOI does. Wouldn't it make more sense to find the key first? Yeah, but they don't want to do that. Oh, so it's because they absolutely need her help in the virtual world? No, in fact, Wade is gonna kill her in the virtual world himself. What? Yeah, but in the real world, they are gonna help her get out of her pod. Oh, is that hard to do? No, it's super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, there's like a lever inside the pod, and she pulls on that, and it opens up. That is convenient. So anyway, eventually Wade finds the last Easter egg and gets to talk to Halliday. Okay. And Halliday's big message is that sometimes you need to disconnect and go out in the real world. If that was really what he wanted, wouldn't it make more sense for him to hide the Easter eggs in the real world? What? His plan basically ensures that people are going to spend more time in the game. If he wanted people to go in the real world, he should have done something involving that.
Yeah.
Hey, remember the Iron Giant? Of course I remember the Iron Giant. In this movie too. That is so cool. What were we talking about? I don't know.
Well,
so anyway, Wade gets to take
Godzilla?
control of the Oasis, and he's like, new rule everybody, it's gonna be shut down on Tuesdays and Thursdays. What about people who can only play on Tuesdays and Thursdays? Screw them. Very harsh. So what do you think? Well, I really like that it's full of pop culture references, so I say let's make this thing. Awesome. So is this like a top priority, or? Oh, absolutely. We're gonna get this done ASAP. Amazing.
Took 8 years to make.
Hey guys, Ryan here. Hope you enjoyed that pitch meeting. A lot of requests for that one. Let me know in the comment section what other movies you'd like to see pitches for. We also have a lot more pitches on the channel, as well as a new show called Theory Battle you could check out. And if you like this video, be sure to give it a like, share it on Facebook and Twitter, all the other things. And be sure to check back soon for a new one. Bye-bye.
So that was Ready Player One pitch meeting, guys, by once again RyanGeorge. So yeah, like I said, he obviously gonna criticize the movie about full of pop culture, and then the plot of the movie. Yeah, I feel like sure the chase scene was probably amazing, but again, you can just remove the VR set and then you just like be fine because it's not real. Which is kind of probably a plot hole, or you know, you could just solve a problem easily by just removing the VR headset and not dealing with the problem in the game. But in the game, I guess, or the Oasis in this one. And I will say this. I will say this about this movie. This movie, it seems like I kind of like the concept, I guess, even though again VR headset was like, I mean, it's a real thing right now, but on this Oasis, it's pretty different. Like, even though it's like the Ryan said here that it was pretty inconsistent, and I can definitely see that in the movie. Sometimes the person have to walk and they have to perform the certain move or to move the characters, but sometimes they just need to sit, and sometimes they just need to, I don't know, standing, I guess, which is pretty inconsistent, and I think we all can agree on that. Which is why I think when people saw the movie the first time, people was like, well, I enjoyed this, I think it was a great movie, but when people see it the second time, that's when people was like, well, this movie is probably not as great, or not as great as I thought it would be, because basically it's just a movie full of pop culture. And again, the thing that that make this movie successful is because, again, I'm assuming it because there is a lot of pop culture, and I think that's again one of the main highlights of the movie. That basically kind of cover the main plot, I think, or the plot holes, like Ryan mentioned here. Just like, oh, remember this and remember that, which is kind of makes sense because that's how I feel when I watched the movie, which is pretty funny or ironic, I guess, because I didn't really notice the plot hole until after I watched the movie. I took some time to think about it. Was it a great movie or not a great movie? And then after a day or 2 days, where I finding out that yeah, this movie is pretty inconsistent in a way, and there is some plot holes, you could say that. But I think we all can agree that the movie was pretty inconsistent in a way. But again, like when I first watched the movie, I was like so fed up with obviously the visual, the scene, the pop cultures. Again, pop cultures. That actually one of the main highlights in this movie, and kind of cover the main plot, I guess. And yeah, I think, I mean, at the end of the day, I still enjoy the movie. I still think it was a fun movie. Do I think it's a great movie? No, because of the plot again. Again, the pop culture reference. It was nice. It was really great. But if you talk about the main plot of the movie, then yeah, it's probably not really, not, doesn't make any sense in a way. Or maybe it does make sense, but there is some parts that doesn't make sense. And it was again pretty inconsistent in a way. And again, I probably give Ready Player One a 7. I think a solid 7, because again, like I said, it was a fun movie. It was enjoyable to watch, but I do notice the main plot. It was probably not that great. Um, and it took 8 years to make. Apparently, I didn't know that. And again, after 8 years, I think, was it worth it? Maybe. I guess if you guys waiting for this movie, maybe it was worth it. Maybe it's not. Who knows? And I heard that they're gonna make a sequel to this movie, which I don't know if it's gonna happen or not. It seems like it pretty is the movie ends in a happy note, I guess, in some way. I guess we could say that. Which I don't know if you could make a sequel to that. But then again, it's a like a video game kind of movie. This or the Oasis in the movie, which probably you can add a much better plot in the future, or a much worse plot. Like, who knows at this point. But yeah, and what do you guys think about Ready to Player One? Do you think it's a great movie? Do you think it's a fun movie? Do you think it's an enjoyable movie for you? Do you and I want to know what you guys thought about this movie. Um, and what do you guys think about the pop culture reference? I think the pop culture reference in this movie was really great. It was really, I guess, well done in some way, and yeah, that's just make me happy. But what do you guys think about the pop culture reference in this one, like The Shining, Jurassic Park with Rexy, King Kong, and then Aliens? I think also exists there, and I guess Batman, Freddy Krueger, Iron Giant, Mecha Godzilla, which is pretty surprising, and I didn't expect to see Mecha Godzilla there, which is my god. But yeah, what do you guys think about the pop culture reference in the movie? Do you guys enjoy that? Do you guys think that they were like well handled in the movie or not? Because to me, pretty much all of them is well handled. In my opinion, you might be disagree with me, then that's fine. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what do you guys think about this movie as an overall. About the plot. Obviously, do you think it's a great movie, a great story, or you guys just realize that, oh, the movie's not that great, but I'm having a fun time watching it because that's how I feel. But then again, what do you guys think about this movie? And again, that was Ready Player One Peace Meeting, but once again by RyanGeorge. Make sure you guys check his channel, RyanGeorge. Obviously, subscribe to him, show him some support again, because this man has been making so many pitch meeting and so many comedy sketches on his own channel. So subscribe to him and show him some support as always. And if you guys want to watch the original video, then I will leave a link in the description below as always. And if you enjoy my reaction video, then please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Share this video with your friends or family. And if you decide to subscribe to my channel, don't forget to ring the notification bell, so you guys can get notified when I'm uploading the next video or episode, I guess, what do you want to call them, the next video, I guess. And yeah, thank you for everybody who've been subscribing to this channel. I really appreciate it, guys. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the comments, obviously. Again, let me know what you guys think about Ready Player One. I know I'm 2 years old for this pitch meeting and for this movie as an overall, but what do you guys think about the movie? Do you think it's a fun movie? Do you guys think it's a great movie? And what do you guys think about the pop culture reference? Do you think they were well handled? Let me know in the comments below. I'm gonna try to read it, and yeah, we'll see. And I think that's it for today's video, guys. Again, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one then. Bye.